Have we all got it wrong about Gareth Southgate? 3 of the 4 tournaments that he has taken England to, and I throw myself into this category, have written us off with almost zero chance of making the final, an even slimmer opportunity of winning, and essentially multiple predictions. Whenever we look at the brackets, whenever we speak about what may or may not happen, we typically say, oh, we're lucky to get out of the group stages. Oh, we ain't making the quarterfinals. And 3 tournaments from 4, England are in the semi-finals. And if it wasn't for Harry Kane missing a penalty, it could have been 4 from 4 into the semi-finals. Now, before anybody jumps into the comment section and says, oh, Terry's being a flip-flop, you yourself have criticized him. That's why, firstly, I said we at the beginning. But also, I'm not suggesting that criticism isn't right. I'm not suggesting that as England fans, we should not be demanding more. We shouldn't be demanding improvement. We should not want to feel entertained or believing that we have a chance and an opportunity to succeed. But is the hatred, and I do call it hatred for Gareth Southgate, going too far? We're going to take a look at some clips. I want to get your views. I want to get your opinions. But the question is what I'm about to show you disrespectful? Are we all wrong? And is this really happening? It's time to be objective, I think, and have a grown-up conversation about this. Let's take the first little listen to this here.
Let's go to Isaac. He's a Manchester United fan as well. Isaac, what do you make of all this, mate? Would you keep Southgate on?
Absolutely not. If it's a choice of keeping Southgate on or winning the tournament, I'd rather we didn't win.
Wow. See, for me, that is crazy. Genuinely crazy. And that's where I look at things and say that is hatred, in my humble opinion. To not want to win the tournament just so Southgate gets sacked. 58 years of hurt. 58 years of failure, near misses, disappointment, frustration. It is where the song and the colloquial sort of sarcasm of "it's coming home" stems from. Believing and believing and believing, but being continuously disappointed. For an England fan to say if it was a choice between Gareth staying and winning the Euros, you would rather go out against the Dutch, so Southgate loses his job, than beat the Dutch, beat the Spaniards or the Frenchies to win our first trophy in 58 years. That, for me, is ridiculous.
You'd rather sacrifice our relationship. You'd rather not win a tournament.
100%. He's just, any game we've won is despite Gareth Southgate, not because of Gareth Southgate. He would not get a job in any team in the Premier League.
The last game that we just won, on penalties was specifically because of Gareth Southgate's approach and his diligence around penalty shootouts. It's not a coincidence that we scored 5 out of 5.
Why did it go to penalties? Why didn't we win in normal time?
Because we're playing a very good team like the Swiss, who just knocked out the Italians.
Well, this is where Rory is 100% true. This gentleman on the phone line, and I'll make this claim, it would very likely have been somebody that predicted the Swiss would knock us out because they're better than we are. Now that we win, but we should be beating them easily. You can't have it both ways. I am not the biggest fan of Gareth Southgate. So much of the criticism of him is right. I would have personally sacked him over a year ago. I would have done. But we are here now. We're in another semi-final. You may not like him, but wanting him to lose to prove yourself right is crazy. If we go on to win the Euros, then my opinion on Southgate being sacked was wrong. Absolutely, in every capacity, wrong. But I would rather be wrong and succeed than right and fail. This mentality is absolutely crazy.
It's my turn. You told me it was my turn.
You can talk all that you want to, yell and scream. You lost.
It is my turn.
You lost the game.
Yeah. Has it been personal?
Not that I've heard. I feel that throwing beer on the manager was out of order. Shouldn't be doing that. You know, we weren't even out of the competition. Even if we was, throwing beer is not right. But I feel like fans, pundits, the media are allowed to be critical when the group of players he has. You know, we go down to Switzerland. He's got the luxury to bring Palmer, Eze, you know, Shaw on. Later on in the game, he can bring Tony on. He can bring Trent on. When you've got this group of players and you're not playing attractive football and the team don't look organised, then you deserve criticism.
That's where I 100% agree with Gabby. The criticism of Southgate is fair. Throwing beer at him, abusing him, making it personal. There is no place for that. There is absolutely no place for that. That's absolutely true.
If it's constructive, then hold your hands up and say, you know what, I should be allowed to be criticised if it's right. If people are being personal, then yes, I understand why he would be frustrated. But he can't keep saying, got him to the semi-final, got him to the final. Let's be honest, a lot of managers will get this team to the semi-final.
I promise, like, and even it was.
That's how I feel about that comment. I probably said it myself, but I've also said that about multiple other England squads in the past. That a better manager or a different manager would have got that team to a quarterfinals, the semi-finals, the finals, could have won it. I'm sure the Belgians think that way. I'm sure there's multiple nations that feel that way about really good teams that their nation have had. But is it true? When England went down the path of Sven and Capello, they were seen as a level up from anything we'd had before. They didn't do what Southgate has done. No one has done what Southgate has done for England. And I do think he has brought a togetherness amongst the England squad that was never experienced in my lifetime up until 2018. And I will never go against that. But would another manager make us do better? You may agree with what Gabby's saying here. Leave me your comments below and let me know why you think that. Don't just say, yes, of course. Don't leave a basic answer. You're the Football Terrace community. Go into some detail for me.
You know, how good they are, the route we've had, the teams we played. So I think he has to just forget about the criticism and just work on getting these players over the line and winning the tournament.
Yeah, I mean, I would certainly disagree that it's been personal. I think Bobby Robson, Graham Taylor, Steve McLaren, the criticism of them, that was personal. But I don't think it's been personal as far as Gareth Southgate's concerned.
This group of players he's got as well. I mean, before Southgate took over, the group of players they had were okay. But you look at this talent they've got now, Jeff, and he should be getting to a semi-final minimum.
Yeah.
So what he's done, you've got to give him props. You've got to say, well done, Southgate. You got into another semi-final. But if we don't win this tournament, he's still going to get criticised heavily.
Yeah, and I do agree with that element to a certain degree around when you look at this group of players. And although, listen, we met some Swiss guys on Saturday that, you know, I had a little dig at the English, and I get why we can definitely as a nation come across as arrogant and as if no one else in the world exists. But it's the first time in a long time, maybe the first time in my lifetime, where you could argue that we genuinely have the best pick of players in Europe, maybe barring the French. Even when we had the golden generation, you know, the French and the Spaniards and many other nations were amazing as well. You maybe can't say that this time round. And there's an opportunity for us to capitalize on that. But I don't think the criticism should become personal. I don't think we should discount the good things that Southgate has done. But I'm going to ask the question now at the end, as I said at the beginning. Were we wrong about Southgate now that we're into another semi-final? Is this happening? Could we go the whole way? And if so, do you think that Southgate is being disrespected? I want to get your thoughts and I want to get your feelings in the comment section below. Of course, people can change their mind. People can be resolute and stick to what they thought. But I really want to understand it. Take care. Goodbye. God bless. And we'll see you all again soon. Peace.